Hi, greetings. I am Dr. Vincent Bauhe, and I am the instructor for HESA 820, and I'm excited to be talking about leadership in higher education with you. As you can see, my office is not on Fort Hays State's campus. Actually, I'm president of Independence Community College in Independence, Kansas. I spent my first 6 years of my career at Fort Hays State, and I'm excited to be returning as an adjunct instructor in the HESA program. So if I haven't had you in another course, I'm excited to be your partner in education during the spring 2023 semester. So I want to talk a little bit about what we're going to be covering today and the rest of the semester, which is leadership in higher education. Leadership in general is a fascinating phenomenon. And I'm not just saying that as a community college president. Leadership is really rare, even when it seems like there is a plethora of leaders and leadership opportunities around us. And after studying almost 2 decades about leadership in higher education and serving on boards, being a part of NASPA and other organizations, and years of teaching in the subject of leadership, I've really concluded that we really need to have better leaders and better leadership opportunities for leaders to develop. And it's integral to the undergraduate and master's level preparation for programs that leadership really be a part of that experience. Now, there is no shortage of problems in the world today, and there's no shortage of problems in higher education. And there's also no shortage of leaders. People are leaders in all sorts of positions, and they don't need to have a formal title like mine in order to be a leader. And in the age of social media, you'll see leadership on display over and over and over again, even by opening up your Facebook. However, the kind of leaders we need in our organizations, leaders in our local communities, on our boards of trustees, in our government, and in our country, and in the world around us, seems to be in very short supply. We commonly complain about the lack of a bench for leaders in higher education and the need to train the next generation of leaders, which hopefully this conversation will help be a part of that experience for you. And we seem outraged all the time when bad leaders make terrible choices, and we're horrified by the examples of the destructive leadership tendencies we see and the choices some of our leaders make on our campuses across the country in their day-to-day lives. At the same time, we all worship leaders who have amazing success in their character that inspires us. And we know what good leadership is if we see it or if we are a part of that experience. A leader can really inspire change and make us feel motivated and to paint a picture of where we're going based upon where we've been and give a promise of a future that's bright and meaningful. They bring us together to foster stability, they bring unity, they drive innovation and promote equality. And all of our hopes are wrapped around the dreams and promises of a leadership that can inspire each of us to bring out the best version of ourselves, both for ourselves as individuals, but also for the success of our students on a college campus. And a lot of times being a leader of that type is being really explicit about what you hope to achieve in your role and implementing a strategic priority or vision to achieving those items. For decades, we have seen leadership programs pop up, and this is going to be another example of that. And we're going to talk about why the world needs better leaders, and for a good reason, because you're about to be those leaders that are going to graduate and lead offices and organizations to achieve amazing success. I believe in each and every one of you. Not only is the college experience specifically tuned to the opportunity to develop leaders, but we can develop great leaders at mass and at scale because we get to touch so many lives. And that's why it's so important that we're embedding leadership opportunities, whether it's co-curricular or in the curricular setting, to the undergraduate and graduate experience. We are given the deep responsibility of positioning ourselves to embed a love of learning and a love of leading others into achieving great success with a lot of students in every semester. And every semester we have a new opportunity to create a new opportunity for our students. A growing number of colleges have started granting leadership opportunities that include majors and minors in leadership, but also they're giving opportunities to get leadership credit for co-curricular experiences like student government or university activities board or athletics. And those are all great, but what I want to talk about is what we're going to accomplish this semester. So this semester, our work is going to be grounded around 2 different books, and I'm really excited about each of these books. So I'm a strengths facilitator, meaning I've been trained by Gallup to promote Strengths Quest or Strengths Finder, depending on when you took the test. And in that, it helps to identify the natural leadership tendencies that people have and what they used in order to achieve great successes. So you're going to have a book called Strengths-Based Leadership. And in that, you're going to be able to take a test that will tell you your top 5 strengths that you lean on naturally. Now, all of us have all of the strengths identified in Strengths Plus within inside of us, but some of the stuff just comes natural, like hitting with a right hand or throwing with your left hand in sports. We're going to explore a little bit about what that means for your leadership personality and what you can accomplish by leaning on your strengths in terms of your career, your personal life, and your ability to lead others. We're also going to do Coos and Posner's Leadership in Higher Education, Practices That Make a Difference. Coos and Posner's are recognized across the board as 2 of the leading voices in leadership training. And higher education is often using the same stuff over and over again across different curriculums. And this is one that's used on a lot of campuses because a lot of people have a lot of respect for Coos and Posner's, including myself. So throughout the semester, as you get the assignments, we're going to do a few essays, but almost every week except for one, you have a discussion board that really ties back to the content that we're discussing in these readings. Additionally, you might be peppered with a couple of articles from the recent years in higher education, from the pandemic to leadership changes to closing of colleges. There's a lot to talk about when we talk about a seminar in leadership. So I hope that you'll be open-minded to this journey, and I look forward to spending my time with you and to answering your questions and to being a partner in your educational journey. Now, if you need anything, I'm not on the Fort Hays State campus, so email is my preferred communication style. But I just want you to know that I'm excited to have this semester with you, and I hope that we get to build a really positive experience. So from the bottom of my heart, I look forward to working with you, and I welcome you to week 1 of the course. Have a great day.